Hi Claire, how are you?
Good. How
Good.
Are you?
Say hi to Dr. Magunia.
Hello.
We are going to work on adding fractions today, okay?
Got it.
So here's the cool thing. You just finished 4th grade, right?
Yes.
And what we're going to be doing today is actually 5th grade math. You think you're ready for this?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll recap with a little bit of something that I think you already know. So I'm going to give you a problem here. So we're going to say, let's do 1/8 plus, we'll say 3/8. So do you think you can answer that for me? Okay, so you answered 4/8. So what I'd like for you to do is use those fraction tiles up there, and can you show me what this math problem looks like using the fraction tiles?
Let's see. 8 plus. So 1 plus 3.
Equals 4. Okay, cool.
And I can just ignore these as long as they're the same.
Right. So yeah, these are, you know what these are called? These are
Denominators?
denominators. Very good. So yeah, as long as those are the same, you can just add the numerator straight across. So making sure that we got that down. All right, so let's try a different one. We'll do 1/4 plus 2/4, and you've got the same denominator, right?
Yeah.
So how are we going to figure that one out?
Since they're the same denominator, I can just add these like a regular math problem.
Sure. So your numerators you can add straight across,
Because
and then your
my
denominators.
denominators are the same.
So you've got that down. Perfect. Now let's think about something else. What if we had a problem with different denominators?
Mhm.
That's what we're going to work on today.
Got it.
So what if we had this problem right here? 1/2 plus 2/3. Let's think about that one. How do you go about tackling that one?
I'd probably use some of these to like add and then like compare and contrast, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, you could think that.
So if I took these.
So we know that's what that looks like. So we've got our 1/2 and our 2/3.
Mm-hmm.
So when we were doing the math problems before, what did we have? We were able to add straight across because...
The denominators are the same.
Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out a way to make these denominators the same.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a common multiple of 2 and 3. Can you think of something that you could divide by 2 and divide by 3?
6.
6. Okay. So if you wanted to make this 2 into a 6, what would you need to do to it?
Times 3.
You're right. So you would have to do times 3 right
They
here.
each have a time each other.
And then since we multiplied the 2 by 3, what do you think we have to do to this?
You have to times that by.
Multiply that by 3 as well. So 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. And that gives you an equivalent
Can I
fraction.
try?
Yeah, you can try it.
So
Now the goal here is to get this
I
denominator
need
to be
use
6.
2. So times 2 would equal 6.
Mm-hmm.
And that would equal 4, right?
That's correct. Now, if you want to solve the problem, how would you do it?
Then I would use the equal sign. And then I could add those to 7, 6.
To 7/6. So let's double check that. Pull out your tiles again.
Let's see, so I can just like do what I thought before.
Uh-huh. So you started out with 1/2 plus 2/3, right?
And then I'll grab
And then grab the 6 and see if that makes 7/6.
I'll make
Here you go.
7, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So we're saying 1/2 plus 2/3 equals,
7/6.
right, got it, right? So let's try it one more time with something different. This time let's do 2/3 plus 1/4. So what's that look like with the tiles first?
With the tiles?
Mm-hmm.
So 2/3.
Yep, okay.
This 1/4. Let's see. 12 of the they both have in common.
12 is the multiple that's in common? Okay. So you want to be able to switch this up.
So
The marker's right here.
So
So let's get your denominators to be common.
see, I'll times by 4 to get to 12.
Okay.
Then I'll need to times by 4 for that, which makes that an 8.
Perfect. What are we doing here on this side?
Sorry, there we go.
That's okay.
So times by 3 on that side should make that 3 up here and a 12 down there.
Yep. And now we can add straight across.
It's not really straight, sorry about that.
That's okay. So we've got, what's our problem now? It's 8/12,
Plus 3/12.
and that equals what?
That equals 11/12.
All right, so let's double check that with your tiles and see if that's correct.
That should be one less
You need a bigger table, huh?
yes, 3
Let's scoop these out of the way. Alright, so now we've got our original problem is 2/3
plus 1/4
plus 1/4 equals.
equals 11/12.
Alright, and we show it with our tiles, right?
Mhm.
Makes perfect sense. Let's do one last one. Let's try this one out. Let's do 3/4 plus 3/8. Let's find a common denominator to be able to add those together.
So what if do we have to change this one?
No, you don't have to change that one.
In that case, let's see, times 2, that would be 8 on that one, and that would be 6 plus 3/8. Can't really see that.
That's okay.
8 equals 9/8.
Alright, so let's test it out with the tiles and see if that works.
Okay, let's see.
So we got 3/4.
3/4. Plus
3/8 equals, your answer was
9/8. So
9/8.
4. There's a lot.
Like a puzzle.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, so count those out.
Here, to make it even, so
Very nice.
there.
So we've got 3/4 plus 3/8 equals
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
perfect. So you've got 9/8, and that's what you got with. Alright, so since we went ahead and finished that up, now it's test time.
Test?
Well, I want you to work on this. This is on Khan Academy. Have you ever used Khan Academy?
I don't think so.
It's pretty cool. So it gives you some different things that you can do on here. So we can go ahead and practice adding fractions with unlike denominators. And it gives you some problems here that you can work on. So this one is what?
5/4 plus 1/2.
Right. So what I'd like for you to do is use your tiles, if you need to, and then I want you to fill those in to be able to answer this.
See.
You definitely need a bigger table.
Yes. Plus.
All right, so how can you make a common denominator here?
I could times that by 2,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be equal to 4.
Okay, so we're using your tiles. You need 2/4, right?
Mhm.
And that is the same thing. So you can kind of see that's all together, right?
Mhm.
So now you've got 5/4 plus
So 2/4
equals
7/4.
7/4. So now you can answer it that way.
7.
And then you're going to use this slash right here. There you go. Perfect. All right, check it. See if you're right.
Oh.
There you go. Good work. Boom. You got it. Onward. Nicely done. So here's what I'd like for you to do: is I'd like you to continue that, see how you see how you do, and we'll double check and make sure everything looks good.
Got it.
You feel confident?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. You're a good job, 5th grader. All right. So you've been working on your Khan Academy, right?
Yeah.
And looks like you got 6 of them correct so far. Let's show us that last one.
Okay, so it says 1/4 plus 8/6.
1/4 plus 8/6. Okay. Show us how you're gonna do it.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna write the problem down on my grid paper.
Okay.
6 equals question mark, because we
All
don't
right.
know.
Okay. So what's your strategy?
And so I'm looking at the bigger number, and I'm gonna be writing down like a number line basically of multiple 6s.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Multiples of 6?
Yes.
Okay.
And until I find something that will work with 4. And 12, which is 6 times 2,
Mm-hmm.
will work with 4 because 3 times 4 equals 12.
Okay.
So I'm going to times that by 3. And times that by 2. So it's going to be 16. The 8's going to become 16. The 6 is going to become 12. The one on the 1/4 is going to become 3. And the 4 is going to become 12.
Okay.
That would equal 3 plus 16, 19, 19 12.
19/12. All right. So
And
you
let's
plug
see
that
if I'm
in.
correct. 19, 12, center.
Nicely done. Excellent job. I'm very proud of you.
Yay.
How do you feel? Do you feel like you can add fractions with unlike denominators now?
Yes.
Yes. Say, I can do it.
I can do it.
Nice. Good job.